see. Can we add like multiple instances of Craig? Damn. I need server permission to do it. Never mind.
Damn
it.
I freaked out so many people with Craig before it's Craig because they don't know what Craig is. So they just hear now recording.
So I sent my coworker Rick the bag of freeze dried pickles, and he was like, "Do they got a crunch?"
Why are you sending someone a bag of freeze dried pickles?
They're freeze dried spicy pickles.
So I'm upset about this, right? Okay, so I'm legit upset. So I got pickle moonshine, right? And like you would think it would be like hamburger pickle. No, it's like super dilly pickles.
Oh,
it's sweet and it's wrong. Wrong on many. If it was sour and like vinegary, it would be magical. No, it's sweet. They made it sweet, and it makes no fucking sense.
Jim, stop! You're making my nipples go to DEFCON 2. Stop.
Give him DEFCON 3. Get in there right now.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to go. If you boys are ready to go.
Woo. Okay, we good.
Everyone done their warm-ups. You know, your exercises, your podcast exercises.
Calisthenics. Do re mi da ro. I don't know what they go. Well, okay, I'm ready.
Let's say.
Welcome to the Tiger Nexus Podcast, a place where you'll find interviews with content creators and geeks alike. Your host, Ty Tiger, has delved upon the Nexus and found interesting content creators and geeks of all fandoms. This podcast is connected to the ZeotoHero Network, and now we dive in with another episode!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tiger Nexus Podcast. I'm your host, Ty Tiger, and today I have two returning guests, but this time, instead of doing one, then the other, they've actually joined me at the same time. I have the co-host of the ZeotoHero Podcast. I have Jim, and I have Billy. Hello, boys.
Wait, you invited him? No, I'm not doing this. Not with him. No.
I can actually see Jim. He's literally walked away. He's literally walked away.
That's the fastest I've seen him move in a while.
Not with him. Never with him. No. Can't do it with him. No. What do you? Why? You know what? I give up. Let's just do it. Let's go.
Why? Because for every yin there is a yang.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For every Yeti, there's a not Yeti.
Yeah, yes. There's a hunter, a Yeti, and a Yeti hunter.
No. For every Yeti, there's a chupacabra. And Billy is my chupacabra.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you said to me all week.
Wait, but that means then that he says something nice to you once a week. Is there like a once a week limit, or?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like once a month limit. To be fair with you.
I see. Wait, so what happens? So what happens if Jim says something nice after already saying something like that goes over the limit? Does like Jim set on fire, or does Billy have to pay a fine, or like what happens?
I have to do a penance, and I have to whip myself.
Yes, he has to.
You remember that? You ever watch the movie? You ever watch the movie? Da Vinci Code, where the monk guy's like slapping himself in the back with the whips. I gotta do that.
It's called. Isn't it called a cat of nine tails though? That whip.
Cat of nine tails. I think so.
Torture device.
Did Billy just outsmart us?
What? Okay.
There's only a handful of things Billy knows a lot about.
Yeah.
And that's as much as I'm gonna say.
Torture kinky devices is one of them?
It's one of them.
Do you not see his office?
Nothing to see here. Oh my god.
So, we've just been on you guys, I wasn't affected, I live in the UK, I'm fine. But you guys, were banned off TikTok for like 19 hours. How did it feel?
Well, I knew that was coming. Honestly, I didn't know what to do with myself, because like I'm always doom scrolling on there. So,
Billy, when you open TikTok and you scroll like aimlessly, do you ever just come across the most randomest of stuff? Like, do you scroll that much you leave your algorithm and enter the unknown?
Most time when that happens, that's my cue to like let it go, like turn it off.
I see. Yeah, that's TikTok going, oi,
Yeah.
get off, go to bed.
I don't know if y'all have it there, but for us, we have like if you're scrolling for a long time, this little like commercial will pop up and says, "Hey, hold on, you've been scrolling for too long."
No, the TikTok don't care about the UK. They just let us scroll, let our brain rot. They don't
okay.
care about us.
Yeah, we'll get little infomercials
So-
like.
It was like 19 hours, right? It was gone. Like, it
Oh,
was
I
gone in
Something
the
like
United
that.
States, right?
It wasn't even 24 hours.
That 19 hours is about the same amount of time it takes to move apps from platform to platform. So, like, he moved all the apps from one platform to the platform.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just set up long enough to where they moved their stuff as they were really required to do, and they just said it was for reasons.
See, I think the really sad thing was, I spoke to Grey Matter's blog, who's been on the podcast before. He's the guy who had to take a break quickly because his wife was worried about him being shot. Billy, if you remember talking to me about that. And I was
remember that
like,
one.
I was like, hang on, what? So he actually messaged on Discord because obviously I talked to him a lot, and he's like, oh, I'm glad I still get to talk to you. And me and him were talking about it, and you know, we were comparing notes over you guys using TikTok and the fact that it also affects us because you know, I get a lot of my guests on my podcast from TikTok. I uploaded a video today. It barely got 40 views. Normally, I'm in the 100 mark. You know, I'm in the 500 to 600 mark. I barely got 40 views. Just shows that a lot of my viewers reckon. But like, yeah, it's just it affects businesses, small time businesses, and all sorts of stuff. And no offense to Clapper, I've tried Clapper. It's not great. It's mostly people trying to do porn without doing porn. Just
Exactly.
Wait, can
Like-
you say that on here?
it's fine. It's okay. I don't mind. It's all good.
Now, the one funny thing I did get away from this TikTok ban when it was shut down was the absolute hilarity the comments from other countries. Like, hey, we can now talk in kilograms. Yeah.
That's mental.
No,
But like,
So,
and then like, I feel sorry for all the TikTokers who spent their time trying to push themselves onto the platforms, telling their TikTok viewers, "Hey, and then 19 hours later, it's a case of, oh, by the way, you didn't have to do that because you can come back to TikTok. You're good."
until 90 days from now, then they'll like say, "Oh, we're shut down," and start their crying videos again.
I'm done with TikTok. Like, okay, I was never really big on the TikTok. I really wasn't, but I am so done with it.
I can't. I keep it. I get tired of bringing up all the time.
Like, I'm tired of the short form video too. Like, I'm tired of it too. Like, Facebook has it, Instagram has it, Twitter, Shitter has it, Blue Sky has it. Everything has it, and like, I go in and turn that off on my browser, but it's on my phone. And no matter where I'm at on my phone, it always shows those videos. And like, I click on them, and I'm sitting there for 5 minutes. I'm like, well, shit, I just wasted 5 minutes. And like, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm legitimately tired of it. Like, I'm tired of short form videos. I'm tired of like half of my chats, like my group chats, are all just people sending Facebook, TikTok videos back and forth to each other, and I freaking hate it. I can't do it anymore. I'm so done with it.
It's funny you bring that up because I had to mute my comment section. It just got too much. It's friends only now. And one of the biggest things I kept getting attacked for is I make too long of a video, but TikTok allows you to do 10 minutes.
Take advantage.
What, if someone's gonna give you power, why not abuse it? That is my I'm getting hassled for making 10-minute videos. I'm like, okay, well, you have a choice. I can either do 10-minute video, or I can do 10 1-minute videos and make 10 parts, which would also piss you a lot off.
You know what? Do 20, 30-second videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go all in.
No. I'll do 10-second videos, and whatever how many parts that is,
You're gonna do 110-second videos?
Yep. That's it.
Bold.
Well,
Yep.
just 600.
Just to tell you guys about a new story I wrote on Tiger Tales. There you go.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
You should do 600 1-second videos.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tim,
You're
stop.
like, all right, and we are going to Talk. It's gonna be all out of order too. Like when they scroll through, it's going, all right, talk. We are the thing, and what do you hate?
Because exactly with TikTok, like you'll see a part 7, and like, oh, okay, and then you'll keep
part
scrolling.
499 of 600.
Yeah, and then you'll see a part 4. Well, hell, I missed 3 parts here. What's going on?
Someone should do that. Like do 61-second videos and be like part 1 of 60.
Now, see, the one that really annoys me is my fiance always finds these like a cappella or opera groups that sing on TikTok, and they'll do the videos where you see all of them on screen. It's who's actually singing, and she'll get me because I'm really good at them, but they never do another video to show you who's actually singing, and it really it pisses us off. It's like let me know if I'm right. God damn it!
Yeah.
Yep,
those are tricky.
And then you go look for it, and then you go look for it, and you're like 45 videos later, you're like, shit, what am I doing with my life?
I think that's the whole point, though. Is to keep you engaged in it.
Yep.
So, I guess this is more aimed at Billy because I know Billy does a lot of the social work when it comes to your podcast. Do you use TikTok to get guests on? Like, have you used TikTok in that way?
Oh, plenty.
That's how we met Mark.
Yeah, that's how we met Mark.
Actually, I was gonna say I commented on your video, so technically that's how you met me.
Yeah, there's a lot of people we've had guests on our podcast from TikTok, and then what I basically do is I hit them up with our Instagram because everybody's got an Instagram. Basically, almost everybody's got one, so that's how I'm able to send links to people. How talk to them with throughout because TikTok, man, like they don't let you send links to each other or anything. So I try to get them off of there onto Instagram so I could actually talk to them and send them links to our shows and stuff.
I think apart from 2 people, which would be Colin Bass and a YouTuber that I interviewed, other than those 2, I think everyone's from TikTok.
It's a great space. I do got to say, once you get your FYP to like where you want it, you see some really cool stuff. Like they feed you. Like your content is perfect. Yeah.
Especially if you're a massive geek of any kind, collector, anime, Power Rangers. I would give me 10 minutes on TikTok. I'd find an anime, someone talking about anime, someone cosplaying as something, someone talking about Power Rangers. And it's just like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm done with this. I'll watch this sort of stuff.
Can I get on TikTok and find my real calling of VR Trooper fan base like erotica?
Actually.
Maybe not erotica.
Okay.
Maybe not erotica.
Clapper may actually have that for you. You never know.
That's Clapper.
I gotta go to Clapper.
Jim's got to have a session of flap of the cap, flap the clap.
I'm going to be completely blunt here, and I apologize, but the reason why I gave up on Clapper, it actually gives you a option to turn off the not safe for work content. So like that sort of stuff doesn't pop up. So I'm like, I don't need to watch this. I'm going to turn this off. And I scroll upon a how am I going to say this politely? A gentleman in his underwear, and let's just say he's exercising a muscle.
So he was playing with his beans of sausage?
Yeah.
Yes, but live on Clapper, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Well, clearly, that's safe for work. They went through, they verified it was safe for work.
Yeah.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Look, you even turned off the preferences unless you didn't hit save.
Well, let me ask you this: Have you ever gone to work and found someone doing that?
I used to work in corrections, so yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Oh, no.
Yeah. Jim used to work at a place where people would transition from prison to street life.
Oh, yeah, that was always fun.
That was where he's seen it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn, okay, that's a whole different level of...
Yeah. I just don't know what to do without that.
We went from TikTok to prisoners in a matter of one fell swing.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of drug tests had to be had, and yeah.
And you failed all of them.
Yes, he did.
No, I legit quit, and they're like, well, before you leave, you have to take a drug test. And I'm like, well, do I have to take one? They're like, well, if you don't, we're just going to assume you're on the drugs. And I'm like, I'm never working corrections again. What do I can?
Yeah.
Like, you should have cared. I'm like, I really don't.
Wait, what would happen if you quit, they drug test you before you quit, and it turns out you were taking drugs? Can they do something to you then, but you've quit?
Nah,
No, they can't. I didn't think so.
they can't pursue it. They just like, well, he was a drug addict. Yeah, that's it.
They talked to the police. Yeah, this person used to work here and he used to do drugs. We don't know what he's doing now. We just thought we'd alert you.
Yeah,
Just let you know about it right now that this was a thing, and we're all afraid for our safety. What?
This is where like the police officer tells the person, yeah, we can't find this person. Turns out they gave you a fake name.
That's highly illegal.
Oh yeah, no. So
yeah, my actual name is Steve, by the way.
Oh
that makes sense, Steve. That makes total sense.
I know,
Come on,
right?
you, Steve.
No, you know what's bad is when so I go by nickname. I don't go by my legal name. I don't. And so I set up a doctor's appointment. They sent me a prescription to the place, and it's under my other name I use, Jim. I use that name for like everything.
Yeah.
And it's under my legal name, and they're like, we don't know who you are, and I'm like,
yeah. Jim's legal name is actually the word redacted.
Yeah.
Redacted.
Redacted. Yeah.
Redacted. Do you take this woman to be your
Yeah.
It's really weird when you sign the paperwork, redacted, and they're like, really? And I'm like, well, I signed the NDA.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I get the opposite because Ty Tiger is my first and middle name. I've never put my last name on the internet. I don't care if people know, I just never put it on the internet. So when people go, oh, where'd you get the name Ty Tiger from? I'm like, it's my actual name. And everyone's like, no, it's not. I'm like, that is my given first and middle name. Yes, it is.
So who named you? Your mom or your dad?
So my first name came from my mother. I didn't have a middle name when I was born. My middle name got put in when I was like 3 or 4, and they actually asked me what I wanted my middle name to be.
Oh, okay.
When you ask a 4-year-old who's obsessed with Tigger from Winnie the Pooh what their middle name would be, he comes out with Tiger.
Right.
So
at least you didn't go at least you did not go with Tigger.
Yes, I'm sure. Imagine that Ty thing. That is
what's the team the middle name stand for?
You don't want to know.
Let's just say people look at the name and I can't go near schools. That's all I'm saying.
I really wish you were the dinosaurs and you could have named yourself like Ty Velociraptor, and that would have been awesome.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm not going to tell you what it actually is. I don't want Willie to kill me. But Willie is not Willie's actual first name.
We all know what it is. It's fine. You can say it. We know.
We know.
It's Stephanie.
Stephanie knew it.
That tracks.
Stefani?
Why do you think he keeps cosplaying as all these anime people?
He has an identity crisis.
That's a given. Let's be fair.
Like, we all have a slight identity crisis. Like we do podcasts, TikToks, and we hang out on Facebook way too much. We have an identity crisis. It's all good.
It's funny you brought that up because that literally leads into one of my points. Billy, you started cosplaying. You have an identity crisis.
I've had one for a while. I just needed extra clothes to make sure it comes out. Yeah.
You needed a trajectory. You needed something.
Yeah,
cosplay.
The way I justify it is that like I've influenced everybody to like buy toys and be collectors, and I was like, well, you know what? It isn't fair if I do that and I don't get influenced somehow. So I was like, you know what? One day I sat there and I was like, let me just start a cosplay, and it's actually been pretty easy. It's been pretty easy. So easier than I thought, I should say.
He really needed all he really needed was a slap on the ass and say, "Good job, buddy.
Good job."
At least you weren't influenced by the guy I found live stream on Clapper.
No.
Oh my god. Okay. So I know we're kind of making fun of this, but like, do you see that one dude who like pulled up at like McDonald's like with his pants down, and they're like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And he drove off and like killed himself like 20 minutes later.
Yeah. I saw that.
What?
I was like, what? Oh.
Yeah, it's not. Apparently, wasn't his first rodeo. He's been doing it to that location multiple times, and they finally got him on like cell phone. They filmed him on their phone, and he like drove off and then went into himself over it.
Yeah,
because he got caught. Yeah.
Wait, so hang on. Let me get this straight. Some dude decided to flash his Yahoo to a bunch of people
His
at
sausage and
McDonald's.
beans.
Yes, to people in McDonald's, and then when he got caught doing it, he went, "Yeah, fuck this, my life's over."
Yep,
Pretty
basically.
much, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck drugs was this bloke taking to have this thought pattern? Like, damn.
No idea, but all I know is that if he would have got caught though, like booked and everything, his life was over anyways. Yeah. Like the legal ramifications from that is crazy here in America for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So Billy, you're gonna hate me for this question, but who are you cosplaying as?
I am cosplaying as Tengen from Demon Slayer.
You should have went left field with something else. Be like, I'm cosplaying as a Joker.
Well, Jim got me the 1-to-1 replica swords.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah,
I've had them forever, and I was like, well, you know what?
Welcome.
I got the swords. I'm already halfway done. So let me get
he got the personality disorder. He's halfway there. All he needed was a shirt, really. It's pants.
So,
make sure you wear pants. Make sure you wear pants.
Yeah, I got pants. But yeah,
so
yeah, it took me a while because so when you cosplay, that when you buy from Japan, they size off the Japanese body frame. So I wear a 2X shirt, so a 2X is going to be like a 1X over there. So I had to
a 2X over there's a 1X over here.
Well, their 2X was really tight
like
on me.
Yeah, like a 1X over here.
Oh, right. Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So he had a smart moment earlier. He don't got it again. Him and rationalization does not happen well.
Don't happen.
We've been recording for 20 minutes. We've already covered over all the things Billy's smart
at. But yeah, so it took me a minute to get into the shirt. Everything else fit, but the shirt, the little Demon Slayer shirt, didn't fit. So
you could have just made one way easier. You know that, right?
No, rather just have it. So
you know, like that lady like that hangs out with us a lot makes cosplays, right? You could have asked her; she would have made you one.
Who's this?
Anna.
Oh,
the cool little lady, yeah, like that like spunky lady,
yeah,
right, yeah. She would have made you a cosplay. Like she wants to help you make my cosplay.
What's your cosplay?
Not gonna tell you.
No, you're telling me. Oh God, not another Joker.
No, like I legit need to find a place I'll print. Like, so I'm gonna go as the Black Century Ranger.
Oh right,
things. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm a big dude, and B, it looks fine on me. I'm like, I can make that work. So I need to find a place that makes a helmet like that's actually my size, because like all the prop helmets,
they don't work.
No. No, but the Ranger helmet goes under here. Yeah, it's bad. I have a big head. I know what I'm about.
I think like Willie keeps on nagging me about doing more cosplays. I'm working on like February seems to be the month I'm kind of introducing one or more, two more. And Power Rangers, I just haven't even thought of yet. I'm like, I don't know which Ranger I want to cosplay as. There's too many.
Oh, you should be that. You should be the Pink Ranger from Dino Thunder, the little Japanese lady.
Oh, ha.
Or the White Turbo Ranger. White Turbo Ranger. Got it.
I'll leave that for Mark.
There you go. He's the only one I can pull it off.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stefani might be able to pull it off too. I mean, Willie could probably pull it off.
But yeah, but honestly, when you put up the pictures on your Discord, you cosplaying and stuff, our dad group chat were all like, "Oh my God, Billy's actually cosplaying!" Woohoo! We were like, "Yes, Billy, well done."
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was gonna debut it over this weekend, but I had car repairs, and that took all my money to go to that big con.
Yeah.
And so at some point I'll debut it with actual like photography and stuff. So the hardest part for me was wrapping the swords, because like Tengen, his swords are wrapped until he pulls them out.
If you come up here, we'll do a photo shoot up here. If you come up here.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually know how to take a photo. It's kind of nice. It's really weird.
Me too. I just
don't listen to him. It's just a way to entice you so he can kill you finally.
Or take me to Dave's Hot Chicken.
No, I was gonna take him to Tons.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that. Hell yeah.
Todd's a Mongolian barbecue place. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
See.
Ah.
See, I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in a tiny village. The closest supermarket to me is like 30 minutes from me.
And
And
all
like
he has is a McDonald's.
no, McDonald's is about 50-minute drive away.
50 or 15?
50,
50.
50.
Oh my god.
Oh wait.
Like,
Do
I
you at least
literally
have a do you at least have a Judy Dench fish and chips?
no.
Dang. Okay, there's an old episode of Simpsons where like they go to England and they go through a drive-through and it's Judy Dench fish and chips.
Like the Comic-Con that me and Mark went to where we met, the famous people that we met, that's easily over an hour away from me. That was a bit of a trek, especially with all the traffic, because I think it was we were stuck in traffic for about at least half an hour trying to just get into the car park because the cars was that long.
Wait, we got Billy back. All right, let's do this right. All right. That was hilarious, Ty. It's so funny.
I'm
man.
back.
I know,
Billy's
right?
back. Wait, Billy's back. Never mind. Can't talk about that anymore. Nope. Nope.
Can you see me though? Yeah. Okay, good. We're good. All right. All right.
Billy, two questions. Are you having technical difficulties, and have you been talking to Ben?
No, I haven't talked to Ben.
Oh.
The camera just froze for I don't know why.
Are you still using that USB camera?
Yes, for now.
I told you to switch. I gave you all the stuff to use.
I know.
I told you where to buy it from.
Uh-huh.
Get it done with.
You know I'm stubborn.
Okay, I can see Jim's face. And can I just say he looks so fed up?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny. Like he still just looks dead to the world.
He's trying to read.
Hold on. Wait, give me 1 second. Sorry. You need to cut this. Hold on. Someone I didn't make a stupid group. Whatever. I'll do that later. All right. Not my problem. I got added to a friend group chat on Facebook, and I have no idea who this person is.
Uh-oh.
And
It's
Nigeria.
Roger. It's Roger from Russia. He wants to know exactly where you live, your money, your bank account. Where you go on a Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
He's just curious. That's all. No other reason.
I'm gonna turn on this. Focus mode. Do not disturb.
Ooh.
No, that BS.
Don't do it. Don't fall into their traps, Jim.
I'm not dealing with that bullshit.
I think I'm only in one major group chat. That's the dad group chat I made, and I think I've muted it for the last 8 months.
I'm in 8 of them, and I mute all of them, and I've left 3 of them. I'm I'm done. Leave me alone, please. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I got a dad group chat, but there's only 2 British people, which means sometimes when I'm asleep at 4 a.m. for me, it's only 10 p.m. for you lot, which means everyone decides
can automatically set up do not disturb on your phone. You know that, right? At certain times, you can have it auto turn on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
true, but I'm like Billy, I'm stubborn and I couldn't be fucked. So
Yeah,
I was
see,
I'm
there
just
you
gonna
go.
mute this permanent.
That's
There is another reason though, and that is I don't want my phone to ba-ding halfway through me recording something, so it's permanently muted because it's the only group chat I have. So.
Yeah, you could set up custom notification setups on Google Calendar that will turn off notifications for you. You can just oh hey, hey Google, whenever this happens, make sure you turn off my notifications. When then you do schedule your recordings, and then hey, whenever this meeting happens, it's named this. Turn off all my recordings. It'll or turn off all my notifications. It'll just auto turn off all your notifications.
All right, Mr. Fancy Pants.
You're a dirty boy who uses Android.
Whoa!
I am. Yes, I am. I do use Android. I don't understand how anyone uses an iPhone.
Mm-hmm. If you have an iPhone, you can do the same thing, setting up location-based or time-based automations. Mm-hmm. But you have a little bit more granular control over it. It's a little different between the two.
I think one thing I do like about iPhone is the camera. They do get better cameras than Android's. Android's cameras are
Oh.
despicable,
Yeah.
absolutely gross. But
I
an
use
iPhone,
my iPhone as my camera for like recordings. It's great.
that's exact. I actually have a iPhone specifically for a camera. The only thing downloaded
Oh.
on it is TikTok, just so my camera's better on TikTok. That's literally it.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
And I use it for my reaction videos.
So
if you get
the
another
funny
YouTube
part
channel.
is, so most apps, like most apps who like photo apps have better optimization for iOS than they do for Android.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
like, okay, so if you're on Instagram, right, on your iPhone, when you like a message or something like that, it vibrates, or like when you take a photo or something like that, it does more things. It has full access to the chipset inside of it to actually do things. It's kind of nice. And like, so say you have like a 12, 13, 14, something like that with the extra lenses and stuff, and you can do like cool like effects with it. On Android, it doesn't get all that stuff.
Oh.
Nope.
The one thing I
and
do, the one thing I do like about the iPhone pictures is it geolocates, like it groups them and geolocates them.
Android can do that too. I don't recommend it because
Oh.
all the photos you take for Google like get sent to Google. If you use Google Photos for your photo app on your phone, it says everything to Google.
Yeah.
It knows everything
Yeah.
you're doing, where you're at doing everything.
Because I was like looking for a picture and I was like, oh wait, I remember where I was at when I took the picture, and I was zoomed in on and it was like 400 pictures in this area. Boom, found the picture I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super
You
easy.
can also like, so if you use the Photos app on your phone too, you can also like search for the thing in the photo.
Yeah,
It'll
you
bring it
type
up.
in.
The thing
Yeah.
about it is it's localized, not send. It doesn't send the request off to Google. It does it on your computer.
Mhm.
So
just what
that's the main difference I think with Google and Apple for their stuff. A lot of Google stuff is done remotely with Google, while all the Apple stuff is like mostly local. Except for
Oh.
Siri. Siri's still remote, but they're making her to where she's localized now.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Okay.
thing.
But yeah, the Android camera is just, it's not good. And I actually
Well, Ty, that's what happens when you buy the $200 Android phone, not the $400.
so I actually showed my missus the difference between my reaction videos with an Android to the iPhone.
Oh.
And she was like, "Yeah, just stick with the iPhone."
Stick with the iPhone.
She said it politely, but she was just like, "Yeah, just keep with the iPhone." I was like, "I'm going to."
Yeah,
it looks better. I do want to do a if you give it out a YouTube channel video about like the differences between using a phone as your camera with an Android and iPhone. I think
That'd be
an interesting
Yeah.
topic conversation.
Oh, I gotta say that your channel that if you give that a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
your reviews are spot on. I watched that one with the keyboard, your light up keyboard.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was funny enough, we actually went shopping for my son for Christmas, and it's a big Smith store, and it's like the closest toy store we have. It's like almost 2 hours away.
Dear
And
God.
I found a bunch of stuff I wanted, and like my fiance was like, "Okay, get a couple things, and then after Christmas we'll come back." And I saw the keyboard. I checked Amazon first. On Amazon, it's like almost like 40 to 50 quid. In Smith's, it was like £22. I was like,
Damn.
yeah, I'm stealing that. And then it stayed boxed for like a week because I moved my office around. And she said to me, she's like, "Are you actually going to open this keyboard, or is it just going to collect dust?" I was like, "Actually, I might review it." And then yeah, I was messing around with it and everything, and then I had the idea of turning off my light. So in the video, you actually see me turn off my light, and you actually see the keyboard light up and stuff. I was like,
yeah.
"Hey, this is really cool." So you actually
I gotta
see
do
it.
So that okay, I actually gotta do keyboard.
Hurry up.
This is what I have been using for a while. Been this guy for a while,
Yeah.
and then I finally got a new keyboard. They're called Alice keys, and they look kind of swanky. This keyboard.
Is that the one with the duck on it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the one with the duck. on it.
Yeah.
Look at
Nice.
the duck. Look at the duck. It's adorable.
It's a duck.
They're called Alice keys, so like they're split in the middle. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been
You should get different ducks for different keys.
I thought about it. Like I could do it. I don't really want to. I could do it, but I thought against it. But yeah, no. This is my first keyboard upgrade I've done in like
Yeah.
5 years.
I
I
was-
rocking that.
I was at Retromania yesterday, and there was a guy that made keycaps that were Game Boy cartridges
Yeah.
of the original Pokemon.
Oh, that's
Those
cool.
are fun, yeah.
Yeah, the original
Um,
Pokemon games as keycaps.
You can find those at Etsy, by the way, if you're looking.
Yeah.
Because I found a bunch of so the keyboard I just showed you, it has 2 yellow keys on it. Those are the space bar. So I couldn't find another one the same size to put them in. So I ordered a set that are purple that matched the purple for this key on Etsy. Etsy's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, cool. I want that. And it's been purchased.
The funny thing is, right, you're saying that you don't like TikTok and all that sort of stuff. You would make absolute bank by doing all these, like, because you're like the one person I go to if I need to know information and stuff like this, and like, you know, getting things and softwares and all this jazz. You could so do tutorials online.
Yeah, I could do that.
and
I
you would
could,
make bank.
but I don't like people enough.
No, wait, hang on. Then why are you helping me out then?
You're one that
Why-
select you.
It's like watching. It's like.
Watch what you
Can I say
you
it?
know?
Can I say it's real messed up? Can I say it?
I don't care.
It's messed up enough to bleep it out. Just do a whole like bleep.
Censor
This
it.
It's like
This is where I cut you out and put in like a promo.
it's like if you're a clapper and you go through and you see a dude playing with pizza sausage. You're like, that guy might need a little help. Okay.
Oh Jesus!
This is why we don't let Jim have internet access.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean he might want to be careful. Oh, he's a Yeti. That's why he doesn't want to do anything online. They might better
Exactly.
find him.
Mm-hmm. They'll geo-track him.
No.
To be fair, I've seen more pictures of Billy online than I have Jim.
Exactly.
saying.
My Facebook. I haven't uploaded a new photo on my Facebook in like 8 years.
that your Facebook sat there like, oh my god, he's alive. Oh my god, yes.
Basically,
He's
yeah,
still
like
breathing.
basically, yeah. Whatever. Someone posted a photo of me recently, like on their Facebook, and I like untagged myself. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Who is this Jim person you're talking about?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
And like when we hang out, I try to personally not take pictures of him with unless it's like both of us together.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Mostly because I'm Amish and I believe that they were going to take my soul.
It's quite funny. I don't see much from Ben. But if I ever go on X, which is very rare, he likes making like comments about literally anything that he's doing or watching and stuff. I'm like, Ben's really active on X, but he's dead to rest of social media. He's just gone.
Wait till he finds out that Blue Sky has all his favorite like people on it.
Oh,
Watch, he's gonna switch right on over. Like, okay, so I found this like artist. I was like, oh, this is really cool art. I looked at like the last time I posted was October. I'm like, man, I wonder if they're on Blue Sky. So I went to Blue Sky and they were right there like posting new stuff. I'm like, follow. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think since Twitter became X, a lot of people kind of like got a distaste for it.
very.
Dude, I didn't like
Yeah.
Twitter like around 2016. I stopped caring about Twitter. Like I was like,
Yeah.
no, Twitter's trash, and like it became nonsense. Like it was a bunch of nonsense, especially right after the election happened, and it was just people screaming to the void constantly and wanting validation for not like stupid shit. And I'm like, I'm so done with this. And like I didn't delete my Twitter account, but I got off of it. I deleted the app off my phone, and so I didn't get back on it. And then I got back on it like 2 days ago, when it was on X, and I got back on it. And it was Billy, Ben, and like one other person I follow, and then it was just the most shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, okay, cool, off of this app, we're good.
The only reason why I've kept my X account, because there have been a few times where, like, again, I try to get people on my podcast. So, like, hey, can we talk on X? I'm like, if you want me to walk through hell and back, sure, but
Like,
I'll do it.
I want to make sure you know I hate this.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
willing to have
it's-
you on my podcast, but you need to charge me £300 for every minute I'm on X.
Holy moly.
No, X is I don't know. It's gotten so bad where like every time I get on it, it's just no. I'm like, no, good. I'm good.
I think Instagram's a little easier. To be fair,
So I only
especially
follow like 4 people on
Wait.
Instagram, right? And so like it's fine. Like it, I follow 4 or 5 people, and that's it. And like so once I get past the first like 3 or 4 posts, it's all just like cat videos, and I'm like, all right, cat videos, okay,
It's called
Sure.
it's called the cat tax.
thanks, yeah, and that's it. And I think I've only posted like 3 things to my Instagram. I really don't do much on Instagram. I don't do stuff on social media to begin with.
yeah, you have a
Yeah,
podcast.
I'm here. Yeah, no, Billy has a podcast.
Now
Oh,
don't put
sorry,
this
Billy
on
has a
me.
podcast.
Sorry, Billy's one with the podcast. I don't have one. It's his.
Do you have any plans for the podcast this year?
A couple things. Hold on, wait for him to come back.
I'm right here.
You're a liar. Turn your camera off. Just turn your camera off.
There we go. Better.
Okay. Better
Jim just likes being the center of
One-
attention.
or 2?
Oh,
Whoa.
damn! He
1
switched.
or 2?
Option 3.
Yeah.
Turn your cameras off.
Oh.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously you guys took a little break from the whole podcasting thing in December, which I think all of
It
us
was
kind of did.
nice, really nice. It was so
Ah.
nice. Relaxing.
It was really funny when Jared came back, If You Give It Out a Podcast came back, and then Neek Talk came back in the same week, and Billy said, oh, it's so good to have Tiger Nexus, Neek Talk, and If You Give It Out a Podcast to listen to finally.
Finally, yeah. It was so boring at work. I was like, how am I gonna fill this time up? So like when I saw all 3 of y'all pop up, I was like, yes.
Yeah, to be
Finally.
fair, I think you're like the one person that like everyone's like, hey, I wonder what Billy thinks of this. Has Billy listened to this yet? Because we know that you listen to all of our stuff.
All
Because
of it.
I know Willie quite often, like, especially if we come up with new story ideas and stuff, Willie quite often says to me, right, just wait for Billy to listen to this now.
Yeah,
That's our go-to. Especially when
yeah.
it comes to like our Power Ranger and Kamen Rider crossover and things. Because obviously that's now our first official major crossover when it comes to Power Ranger stuff.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, you gonna kill off a rider, or not a rider? You didn't kill off Ryder. You killed off Jason's sister in the story.
Stephanie, which is Jason's cousin. Yes, and
Stefani, aka Willie.
Stefani.
just be warned. There's a lot more of that.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait. Are you pulling a Marvel's Ultimate?
No, getting. We're on the same trajectory but different paths.
Oh,
So you're gonna kill everyone off and then not be crazy and crappy about it. Okay, cool. I got you. I understand.
There's
Sounds
a
good to
few
me.
things. There's a few things planned. And I think the only issue I have with doing this, because obviously whenever it comes to 3 Ranger Bros Studios, they've like kind of ignited me the writer. I've been like dubbed the writer of the group, which I'm cool with. But it's a case of now I have to wait for voice acting, which is always my main issue. Like,
Yeah.
I made sure Mutants for Hire and War Against Gotham, they both come back in February. The people who are in that, they got their lines on, like, the 3rd of January, so they have, like, a month, just so then people have enough time. I'm like, I'm just going to give you a month, so you guys got time to do your thing. Because I understand January could be quite busy for people.
Did you give Billy his lines where he's just basically in the background screaming about it, like no, right?
Well, saying that, Billy will get lines in the next part.
Yay.
His Ranger is in the crossover.
Yay!
He's already been mentioned. So
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, yay! I'm not useless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch, he dies. Like he gets one line. I'm here to protect. Just dies.
That would be something that would happen to me.
What you need to do is you need to get the scene from Lord of the Rings where Saruman dies, where he gets stabbed in the back, like just that scene, and put that in like as Billy gets stabbed.
But yeah, it has been fun. I got to. I said this to Willie. The hardest thing with it is I have to make sure at least everyone gets mentioned at least once, because I'm working with like 50 characters, and like I have to make sure, Mark has lines, he's Mark the Recon Ranger, Willie's voicing Jason and Zordon and stuff, so that's pretty easy. And then it's a case of, okay, those like 3 characters, sure, that's fine. But then there's like 40 odd other characters that I have to mention somehow, and it's like, hang on. So I've actually written a list this time to make sure I cross everyone off, so everyone at least gets a moment.
I do like the. I like the.
You want to say something? You want me to say something?
You want to go, bro?
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, I'll meet you in Waco.
All right.
You know what? Let's do that town between Waco and Temple. Ithaca or whatever. Let's meet there. I'll meet you in 2 hours. Let's go.
Okay.
Just leave.
Just like, leave. Yeah.
The rest of the podcast will now just be by myself.
Like you just hear me, Billy, and switch our phones, like getting in the car, like, oh, I'm gonna kick his ass. Like, get off the road! You drive like a grandma.
Yeah, get off the road.
So Power Rangers has become audio dramas. We've done anime and video games. Now wrestling, the audio drama.
Wait, oh yeah. I was like, wait, you really did a wrestling audio drama? Now it's on.
It's funny because both of you had something to say, but neither one of you have said it.
Well,
I have a whole. You want me? Shut up, Billy. Shut up. You know what? I'm gonna shut up.
Oh my god. I like how when your Power Ranger crossover story, like the first like 2 segments are the main team, but then as you progressed on, it's not following the main team, that you actually are following other sections now, and they're all coming together. And I like how like it's not mentioned, but you're diving into the other storylines.
So fun fact, the one of the things I've been doing is actually contacting people who like cosplay or draw or whatever their own rangers. And so when you mentioned like, how I started off with like showing off the main rangers, that's actually going to turn to you seeing rangers that you've never heard of before. So like, for example, Beauty Baba Yaga made a chicken ranger. She's actually going to voice that ranger. She's only gonna have the one scene. You're gonna see her while get destroyed.
Oh,
but you're actually gonna see now. I've covered the main continuity-esque rangers, but then I'm also gonna give some other people. So there's a guy that I follow on Instagram and on Facebook. He's kind of combined like Zenaku as a ranger, but he's also implemented his own twist where like he gets the Shadow Saber from Donkey Kruger, and he's actually cosplays the ranger. Someone actually made him into an action figure and stuff. I contacted him. I was like, dude, can I write you into my stories? I explained everything, and he went, absolutely, do it. So like he's gonna have a whole segment. There is one person I'm not mentioning because that is going to be I don't even think Willie and Mark know. So there's one person I'm keeping hush hush about who gets to voice their own character in a scene, but they all do turn up. Eventually, beginning of like parts and stuff, we'll see these other rangers. I'm giving.
It's gonna be Sam, right? It's gonna be the Ouija board with her.
Yeah. Y'all are wrong. Y'all wrong.
But I thought it'd be really cool because it's the war for the multiverse. I thought, hey, there are other people out there who are making their own rangers and not doing what we're doing per se, but at least expressing themselves in that sense. So I was like, absolutely, let's get other people involved. So it's a lot. It's really cool and interesting that so many people are like, yeah, absolutely, do it. So
oh yeah, down for that.
But
that.
Yeah, as of recording this, we're on literally the 19th. Obviously, TikTok just got reinstated. But we've got another tie-in and part 5 already recorded. I've got the lines for. It's just a case of editing them, and I'm in the middle of writing part 6, which obviously Billy will have some lines in. So that'd be fun.
Oh, fancy!
And
Billy, you feel proud of yourself, don't you?
Oh, big time! Oh yeah,
yeah, doing good.
And Jim, we're going to pass Teddy the talking bear that you can only hold if you're talking to you.
Not even want it. Just I'm leaving it now.
I haven't heard that one. I've always heard talking sticks.
the ancient talking stick of
Wamatea.
Lamate.
You're from Texas. Talking sticks makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, at one point we had a talking horse, and that was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
You ever just picked up a stick though, like when you walk around and it's like a pretty straight stick, and you're just like, nice.
Yeah, to be fair, my son does that.
See, I do it. I'll pick up a straight stick. I'm like, that's a nice stick.
pick up a stick? You pick up a stick, and you're like, "That's a good stick."
That's a good stick.
And then you throw it, and then you're like, "Someone else is going to find this stick. It's going to be a good stick for them to."
Yeah.
Yeah, but question is, do you ever do it with rocks? Do you ever pick up a nice rock and say, that's a nice rock?
I was just about to say that. You ever pick up a rock and try and skip it and be like sitting there thinking, that's the last time that rock's ever going to get touched?
Yep, to be fair.
I pick up a rock, and I'm like, I could get Billy with this rock.
Yeah.
Real easy. Why is not paying attention? Just in the back. Bam! Done.
Well, I did tell Billy not to go to your house to do a photo shoot. Now you've just spoiled it.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm waiting to get taken out by Jim.
One day, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be. I want to make it look like an accident too. Just full accident. Damn. Be like, got it good. We're done. And the corner is gonna be like accident, and then Amanda will get all your money. I got her. I got her covered. You're good.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Anyways, Ty, what I was trying to talk about earlier. Have you ever considered doing the AI voices with your voice actors?
AI voices? What do you mean? Like what Willie did?
No, they're way better now. Like way better. To the point to where they're kind of scary good. And yeah. Like, it actually sounds like normal people talking. Like, Google has this one that's really good. It's like two people talking to each other, and it's really creepy good. Like, you could get like an AI service. Like, you could pay for a service to do it for you too. They'll read off your script and stuff. For like $5 a month.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Like, even ChatGPT will do it for like $20. Like, they'll do it for like $20 a month. That's ChatGPT. But there's a whole like subset of like insanely good voiceover stuff, like voices you can get for nothing.
I mean, yeah, fair. I don't know.
And then you have to deal with other people. Gotcha.
I just fire every single voice out. Yeah. Or screw you lot.
Be like. Get your voice lines in by this date, which is like tomorrow. Be like, get them in, or you're gonna be replaced by AI.
Ooh.
I support Skynet. Woo.
Exactly. No. Arnold will be proud of you.
Very. If he shows up, you might want to be worried.
See, too, like there is some AI that do not sound good at all. Like I can't remember what story it was that Willie did. I mean, him actually spoke about it. I was like, he asked me if I listened to it. I was like, dude, I couldn't. The AI was just so. It sounded like I was being told off by like an old teacher or something. No.
Oh wow.
So there's something called 11 Labs. You should check out, and it's the one you can set up, and it's like $5 a month, and it's stupid good, like creepy good.
This is where this is where I start posting pictures of Jim and having like Jim talking, but it's actually AI.
There's a lot of photos of like that was AI generated of me at my office. One of my coworkers was like, burly man named Jim who works in IT, generate photos, and like there's a bunch of photos of me. It's kind of weird because they look a lot like me. It's kind of weird.
So, hey, since Ty, you're on TikTok, have you seen the videos of the cats with the AI voiceover and like they're like talking, and then it's like that Chinese singing like I can't remember how it goes, but just how Jim doing that.
I remember when people used to dub over like animal videos to like kind of make it out so the animals could talk and stuff. That was back in like 2010, 2011. Now look at the stuff we can do.
Technology has gotten so advanced. Let's have this cat sing "Wrecking Ball" from Miley Cyrus.
Oh Jesus, no! God,
and this is why I keep a gun next to my printer.
Anything but that. Anything
Like
but that.
you have people who are like tech enthusiasts. Like, oh my printer's a smart printer. My door is a smart door. And you got people like me who are like, I keep a loading gun next to my printer. If it makes a sound that I don't recognize, I'm shooting it.
Yeah, just take. Why
Um,
does that sound like that's something you would do?
It reminds me. Have you guys ever seen Modern Family, the TV show?
Yeah.
Some of it.
So there's an episode where the gay couple get a smart fridge, and it can talk, and it's a woman, and both of them end up like becoming friends with it, and both of them complain about each other to the smart fridge, and it like I can just imagine so many people that we know like arguing or bitching to the smart fridge about other people.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that happening.
Like, Willie comes home, his house is empty, goes to the smart fridge, right? This child, this Mark, this Ty, and just ends up like just ranting to a smart fridge.
Yes.
Like,
Actually, no.
By the way, during this rant, you need more milk. Shit.
Yeah, add it to my list.
Actually, knowing Willie, he wouldn't even know how to plug in the smart fridge.
Oh. I feel like
Just-
Mark would become friends with it and like have like cooler talk around it.
No, don't. He'll have a red Cornish smart fridge.
Oi, mate!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Jeez. The only reason why I said that about Willie is because I'm the manager of both Mark's, Willie's, and Xander's stuff. When they first upload something, no offense to all three of them, their titles either don't make sense or really badly written. So I'm like, boys, just let me take over, please. Hurts my brain.
Why, Lord? Why?
So
Yeah,
I make sure I make sure everything looks pretty. It's really funny. I said to my fiance the other day, I was like, "Do you know what? These three individuals, Mark, Xander, and Willie, can never fall out with me because I have the signing details to everything. I could literally delete everything of theirs if I wanted to."
Oh yeah, that's like whenever Mark like posts like a message in Discord, and you could tell he's using text to speak.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm like sitting there trying to decipher what his accent is really saying.
you've got like a book of translations.
Yeah,
you got like a
yeah.
notepad next to you, like, right, this means this word.
Yeah, I'm assuming his accent throws it off and it makes it say other words.
You sit there like about halfway through, and you're like, I know that word. I know that one.
I know that word. Yeah.
I know he means this.
But like the worst one ever is my fiance's got a really thick Welsh accent, and whenever she tries to ask Google something, it either doesn't understand a word she says and just gives up, or it gives her the complete opposite of what she's after. It's so funny listening to her trying to argue with Google. It's so funny. It does not understand the Welsh accent at all.
Oh,
Google,
no.
I wanted to know where the closest place is to get my get an eyebrow wax.
Yeah, don't know.
This is where the closest McDonald's is. It's not even the close to the same.
Are you trying to say I'm obese?
Are you trying to say I like McDonald's? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Like, well, you know what? Fair enough.
But it's just like last night, obviously, I found it really odd that you guys got told that on the 19th, TikTok would have been gone bye-bye. Some of you guys actually lost access to TikTok like 3 or 4 hours beforehand, during the 18th. Luckily for me, I managed to download all of Willie's TikToks because I've been getting Willie's TikToks and uploading them onto YouTube for him, like in the background slowly. And they actually do really good on YouTube. But I'm not up to date. I've been obviously taking a break. I took a break over Christmas and stuff. So I'm like, I've got like 50 videos to do. Oh no. So I spent, I don't know, half an hour or such downloading all the TikToks. I have 150 TikToks on my PC ready to upload it on YouTube. And I said to Billy, I was like, I'll keep them just in case, TikTok goes or we don't know what's happening.
Right.
And then TikTok comes back and I'm just like, well, okay, well, at least you don't need me for TikTok anymore. That's good.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like just scrolling through. I was like, okay, I got midnight, and then it was like 9:35, and I was like, oh, great, okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird. Obviously, for me, I could still scroll through TikTok and I could still access it. It just felt dead because I could still the funny thing is all your accounts were still active. All of them were. I could literally. I watched one of your videos, Billy. I watched one of Willie's. I checked out Gray's. I checked out Acrown's. All of your accounts were active, and that's one thing that Gray mentioned to me was he actually makes money off of TikTok, and he's like, let's say if this ban continued on for like a week, for example, he wouldn't make any money on TikTok at all, but yet TikTok would still use his videos.
Oh.
Which was which annoyed him, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a bit of a bitch move. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's kind of scummy.
Yeah. Because like I follow people like in the millions, they make their living off TikTok. So like if the ban did go completely and you've lost TikTok but your account's still active, that's just a wank move on TikTok's behalf. Like that's just bad.
Yeah, you would like it's same thing when like you get I think like Spotify does stuff like that too, where like they block your access for certain things as a creator, and they could keep using it, your stuff, but you can't do nothing about it, and they can't pay you because you're now like blocked from them. I think Instagram does it too, but yeah, they all do stuff like that.
Yeah,
we're like, oh no, you don't have access to our servers anymore, but we still have access to all the stuff you uploaded. Oh no, what shall we do? Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see that Mr. Beast even got himself involved trying to buy like his share into it to allow TikTok in America?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was like, oh great, here we go.
I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
You got Mr. Beast. You have Meta was trying to get into it.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if Meta would have bought it, like if it would have been under Meta platform, that 170 million would have just like a good chunk of them would be gone.
170 million to 7.
7 million.
No, just 7.
7 people.
Just 7 people, and guarantee now 4 of them work for Meta.
Yeah. Yeah,
they would have made it to the new Meta places or whatever, the Meta AI place.
Oh, right.
TikTok's now been rebranded to MetaTalk.
Well, they said Elon, if Elon would have bought it, he would have called it X videos.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that sounds like a porn website.
It is.
It's a porn website,
It's a porn website.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
No, it's so
can you imagine all the kids on TikTok? The parent walks past, like the child's like, they're on their phone. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just on X videos, just scrolling. And the parent just like, what?
What do you mean?
Don't worry, Mom and Dad. It's completely legal and safe. I made sure I turned off all the filters. Made sure I turned off all the adult content, and I will if it deems it acceptable for me to watch a man play with sausage and beans, it means it's completely work safe.
Jim, you're gonna have to draw up a shirt now. This is like your thing, sausage and beans.
Do you guys even eat sausage and beans? Is that like a thing in America?
Not together.
We do ham and beans up here.
Ham and beans. Yep.
What like sugar in it? It's kind of weird.
Because like you can actually buy like tins of beans that have like small sausages in them. That's a thing.
We do bacon and beans up here. Like there's a whole a company called Bush Baked Beans that does
Their
that.
spokesperson's a talking dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when the dog died, they poured one out for a little homie. So everyone was pouring some beans out of their cans.
Yeah, and so it's a New Year's tradition as well to eat beans for New Year's. And our mom used to do black eyed beans with
ham
hock in it. Yeah,
yeah, it was a tradition here.
You ham hock looking.
See, and I thought we ate weird food.
Yeah.
Have you ever had biscuits and gravy?
It's so good.
No.
Well, I guess their gravy would be different than ours, though, wouldn't it?
No, so we have they have red gravy, blood gravy, and brown gravy for the most part. Yeah. Which is kind of weird, but whatever. We have brown gravy and white gravy is made with a lot of flour. So flour, butter, and pepper. Basically, it's flour, butter, pepper. It's fantastic, and it goes amazing on biscuits. which are not the biscuits you think of. It's the biscuits that we think
Yeah,
of, which
I
is
know.
the big, American country biscuits, which are the big white fluffy ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what you guys might have that would be equivalent to that.
It's quite funny. It's quite funny when you talk to Americans and like they don't know you're from the UK, because obviously we call biscuits, like to us biscuits are like cookies, digestives and things. And one time I told an American that I'm dunking my biscuits in my tea, and this person was like completely weirded out by it. I'm like, no, I took a picture. I was like, I mean these things, you call them cookies or something. And he's like, oh, I understand you now. I'm like, yeah, little different.
We call them diabetes.
Diabetes. So the cool thing about me is that I've had a lot of English friends. So when you and Mark always say something, I can always catch on. I know exactly what y'all mean.
Yeah.
So
and I'm just worldly. Like I know what you're talking about most of the times.
Yeah. So
my fiance watches a lot of like dating reality TV shows and stuff. And
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm downstairs in my office when she does. It's all good. Or I'm asleep, so it's all good. She said to me that she's watching this Australian one, and they're talking about chips, and they're talking about different flavors of chips, and she was really confused on why people are saying like like all these different flavors that make no sense, because to us a chip is what you would call fries. That sort of stuff. And so she honestly thought she was talking like fish and chips, what we would deem fish and chips, but like as in different flavor. I'm like, no, babe, they're crisps. That's what we do.
You can season your fries, right? Like there's different kind of fries.
yeah, I know, but they were talking about like what you would call chips, like packets of chips. And like, yeah, my fiance was a bit weirded out. I was like, yeah, they're talking about crisps. It's fine.
It's if you wanna have her watch a really funny show in Australia, dating show. It's called Down for Love. I think it's called like Down for Love or something. But it's about Down syndrome people finding love, and there's like this one guy they follow that's hilarious.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's not a reality TV show, but if you want a really, really weird show that's filmed mostly in Australia, check out a show called Farscape. It's super weird.
Did you say Farscape?
Yes, Farscape.
As in the space.
Yes, it's mostly filmed in Australia.
I absolutely adore Farscape. It's one of the first TV shows that ever got me into like the whole space genre thing.
And a weird show.
Farscape is one of my like all-time favorite TV shows. I love it, and I just love the fact that like all the aliens are even like puppets and makeup and all that stuff.
You know who did it, right? It was all the Jim Henson Company.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they all look really, really good, because that company's really good at making those miniatures and stuff. And then the puppets and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I need to start watching Farscape. I need to watch Farscape again now.
No.
Oh, did you guys finish Silo yet?
Yes.
Oh my god! Right? Okay.
Oh my god, this is so good. Wait, Ty, you watched Silo?
I've dabbled, but I haven't this is my issue, right? A lot of people on TikTok get pissed off at me.
Yeah.
One, ADHD brain. I can't just sit and watch TV. I have to do other stuff. I can't just do it. But two, I have a list like 160 something long. I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying to get through things. I'm now Let's see. I'm now on the last season of The Boys, and I'm getting through Invincible, which I told Jim that 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So you know there's a new season of The Boys coming out really soon. You know that, right?
Yeah, this year.
Why do you think I'm trying to catch up on The Boys?
Invincible's coming out next month, February 3rd. It starts it back up. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts back in February. But I'm just slowly trying to get through everything. And I'm into all sorts of different shows, like crime dramas and superhero stuff. Just I have to mix it up and everything. So it's definitely anime. I think is on the bottom of the list. There's so many animes I need to catch up on. It's just hang on, I'll get to you in a minute.
That's like me too. I have a whole watch list, and I just started a new show. Jim recommended me a show called Severance.
Yes,
and I always hear Paul on the Reluctant Adult podcast. He always talks about it, but I didn't think none about it until I saw a little title card for it. I was like, well, let me watch what this is about. And oh my God, I texted Jim right away. I was like, Jim, why have I missed out on this Severance show?
You were sleeping on Severance. You were sleeping on it. You were sleeping hard.
It was so good. So good.
It's ridiculously good. And the weirdest part is, so the director and the main writer is Ben Stiller.
Oh wow, that's from Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
That's crazy. Okay,
Shit you not. Swear to
That I
God. I'm
would
sitting
never
there
guess.
and I'm like, I'm watching the episode. I'm like, episode 1, season 1. I'm like, okay, this is really good. And it cuts to black, right? And it's like, writer Ben Stiller. I'm like, no. Director Ben
Yeah.
Stiller. I'm like, no.
and like Severance is every episode ends in a cliffhanger, so it's always
Oh
like
yeah,
you have to
everything's
watch it.
cliffhanger. It's all cliffhangers, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you gotta watch the next
Season
episode to
2,
find out.
season 2 just started, and like, oh, it's good. It's good. I'm mad about it. It's super good.
Billy, did you watch the first episode of the Red Ranger Becomes an Adventure in Another World?
No, I haven't. I don't have a
You need
Crunchyroll.
to.
Yeah, I don't.
You need to. It's so good. It's so
No.
bizarre because I've seen a lot of like Power Ranger enthusiasts now sit there and go, "Hang on, Power Rangers could be like an anime or a cartoon. Why haven't we like asked for that yet?"
Everyone's sleeping on Go-Go Loser Ranger. What's going on here? Like,
I like
Yeah,
wanna sleep
Go-Go.
on those?
to be fair, Go-Go's really good. That's another one I need to finish because I started that and I need to finish that.
Into season 1 is beautiful, by the way. Like, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. I liked it.
like, it's better than I hoped it was going to be,
Mm.
and it was still fantastic.
Are you guys watchers of The Last of Us?
oh yeah, I've seen that. That was such a good show.
Did you see the season 2 comes out this year, and I'm really looking forward to
Yeah.
season 2 coming out. So, see, this is the thing. I'm a massive supporter of the games. I started playing the games. I actually got my friend James, who's been on the podcast before. I got
So,
him
wait,
playing the games.
Are you such a massive supporter? You bought them for every console?
No, because
You're a liar. Then liar. You're not.
No, because in my head it looks too good on PS3. I actually prefer it on the older gens. I actually prefer playing it on the older gens than the newer ones. Just saying.
No,
But
okay.
I got my friend James into the Last of Us games, and when the TV show came out, I put my foot down. I was like, nope, I'm not watching it. They're going to ruin the Last of Us for me. I'm not doing it. And then when he watched it, he then turned to me and went, Ty, you need to watch the Last of Us TV show.
Yeah.
And so I had a weekend
the-
with... Gone.
The Frank and Bill episode, right?
Oh, that was my favorite.
Oh,
God, just in the feels, man. And like,
so
the thing is, in the games, they're like, it's a one-off comment in the games, and like, you hang out with, I think it's Bill, right? You hang out with Bill a lot in the games, and
right, no, this is the thing. Bill's in the game for 20 minutes.
that's it. And they got a
All
whole
Bill
episode.
does-
And
all-
Jesus,
all Bill
not prepared
does-
for it.
All Bill does is aim his gun at Ellie and go, can I kill her? Joel goes, no, she's cargo. And then he leads you to a car. That is literally all he does. That's the entire thing. And all you know about him is 1, he lost his partner. And 2, he sets booby traps around everywhere. That's all you learn because Ellie ends up falling into one of his booby traps. That is it. And then they made a whole episode about him. That's my favorite
And
episode. of the
longer
entire-
than regular episode too. It's 30 minutes longer than the rest of the episodes.
Wow.
It was an hour and 25 minutes episode
Yep.
of just you're gonna cry.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched an episode, right? Like I watched an episode, like I was watching it before Liz was watching it just because she was busy and I really wanted to watch it. And I was like, I had to stop everything. Like I was like, Liz, you're gonna watch this with me. And she was like, fine, I'll watch it with you. We sat down, we watched the first episode. I'm like, okay. And I looked at her, I'm like, Liz, this is gonna be the Frank and Bill episode. She was like, Frank and Bill, like the one guy like you see for like 30 minutes. I'm like, yes. Like, okay, fine, we'll watch it. I'm like, I held her hand the whole time, and like into the episode, she is bawling, like she's bawling. And I'm sitting like, I am so sorry. She's like, it was so good. I was like, I know.
Hey,
It was brutal.
it was sad. It was sad. I got sad. I was like, oh man.
So,
It makes it sad, but damn it, you're happy you saw it.
yeah,
Like,
so
you're happy you saw it, but you're mad that you had to watch it.
I had the luxury of binge watching it all in one weekend because it already finished airing by the time I actually watched it. And so fiance was away to see her family. My son's over his mother's house. My mate came over and he's like, right, we're watching this. I'm like, okay, fine, if I have to. We binged all of it. I absolutely loved the fact they explored. They gave her Joel's daughter more screen time because she's only in the game for like 10 minutes. Bill had an whole episode, and one of my favorite things is this: the voice actors are side
Characters
characters.
in the show, yeah.
Yep, all the main, other than Marlene, she's actually her main voice actor.
Yeah.
That's the only character who's like proper. But all the voice actors are side characters, and I just love the fact that Ellie's voice actor is Ellie's mum in the story. That is just perfect. That was
that's
just
pretty
such
funny,
a good placement. But game 2, I'm hoping they make 2 seasons. I really want them to make it 2 seasons because there's a lot going on. Game 2 is like 5-6 hours longer than the first one, and there's just too much going on to put in 9 episodes.
Right.
So I'm really hoping they separate, because there's a new character, Abby, and in the game you actually play as Abby. You jump between playing as Ellie and Abby. You jump. They have like their own chapters. You kind of like shuffle between them. And a lot of people don't like Abby. I think Abby's class because in the game she's like a brick house. She's built like she's a tank.
Yeah.
You do not want to fuck with this woman. Like she's scary, like good. And compared to Ellie, Ellie's a scrawny like woman, and then Abby's like built like muscle. So it's a nice like, you know, kind of like yin and yang type deal. And it's a nice. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. The fact that Abby becomes what she hates, and Ellie becomes what she is trying to stop. Without spoiling anything, that's the best way I can explain it. And I really hope they capture that in the series. But I'm looking for. I'm so looking. Oh, by the way, a massive spoiler. It's called The Last of Us.
Jesus, I never even. Oh my god,
Never would have thought of. God dang it, Ty.
Never could have put 2 and 6
on.
together, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm calling your mom. You spoiled it for everyone.
Well, you can call my mom, but guess what? She doesn't want to know me, so that'd be useless.
Oh god.
So good luck with that.
I don't know. Maybe her 3-year-old son was like, my brother's gonna be Tiger. Ran her off like that.
I've got another spoiler for you. There's credits at the end.
Okay, that's it. Jim, I'm cutting this episode short. I'm out of here. This is too much information.
We should both just leave. Just
leave. Just you know what?
I'm out. Later. I didn't want to be here.
It's actually really annoying because my fiance's watching the MCU with me because she's the only thing she's geeky about is Disney. That's it. And she watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy with me when we first got together, and she really enjoyed them. So I was like, maybe you'll enjoy the MCU. So we're in the Infinity Saga. She's literally today we watched Thor Ragnarok, and that's her favorite film so far. She really likes Thor. But the issue is, all of like on Disney Plus, the box sets, they all kind of show different things. Like I really didn't want her to know Hulk was in it because she really enjoyed Hulk's appearance. When Hulk turned up on screen, she's like, "Oh my god, Hulk turns up!" But Hulk's on the Disney image. He's on the box set of Thor Ragnarok, and it's no hiding the fact that Hulk turns up at all, whatsoever.
The only reason why it was hidden was during the what's it called? The promotions for it. They didn't want Hulk to be known in the promotions for it. That's about it. But you can't now you can't go without knowing about it. Like he's part of the whole movie. Like he's like the second character.
Yeah.
And then Korg. Piss off, Ghost.
That's what right.
Doug's dead.
I still to this day I watched it and I still laugh at that scene. I laughed out loud. Not Loki phases it like his astral projection face, so he just kicks all piss off, Ghost. I still laugh at that scene.
The very end, like, oh, the bones is still there. It'll be fun. You can rebuild, and then it blows up. Oh no, never mind.
But yeah,
by the way, if you liked Thor Ragnarok, you should check out the other movies that Taika Waititi has directed. Jojo Rabbit's pretty good, but it's a little out there. But there's a movie called The Wonder. What's it called? They have to look it up now. Hold up.
We can hear the steam coming out of Jimmy's brain.
Quitting time.
Billy's just sat there like we can hear the steam coming out of your brain because Jim's trying to use his and Billy's not saying anything. So Billy's just sat there like, I'm just waiting now.
I'm waiting.
There's a movie called Hunt for the Wilder People, and he's fantastic in it. He also directed What We Do in the Shadows. Or produced it.
Okay.
He directed it. And both of them are great. Hunt for the Wilder People. You got to watch it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a few films that like I kind of want to check out because of directors and things. Like a lot of people are dissing Superman, the new one based off its trailer, and I'm like, but this is the closest we've had to Superman in a long time.
It's also a James Gunn movie, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good because
We'll
dude
see.
is like he's good at what he does. Like he makes movies that are good.
We'll see. This is the thing with James Gunn, and this is why I kind of have hope. A lot of people bitching the fact that there's 3 other heroes in it, but don't forget, Guardians of the Galaxy was popular, sure, but nobody really knew who Guardians of the Galaxy is now. Everybody now knows who Rocket Raccoon is, Groot is. Everyone knows the
Until
whole
he directed it, yeah.
yeah,
Until
exactly.
he had his hands on it, yeah. Like no one knew any of those characters, so he did something with them, and it was fantastic. And he's really, really good at doing good movies. Like,
Yeah, and he's also like the Suicide Squad, the second one.
Yeah, you watched the second one, right? The second one was freaking great.
So the thing is, I knew a lot of the characters in it.
Starro.
That's the thing. So many people don't know who Starro is until they watch that film, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, a gigantic star thing! That's really cool." And I'm like, he's good at acknowledging little lesser-known characters. This is why he's using Guy Gardner. Everyone's like, "Oh, just bring Hal Jordan or John Snow." Like, no. Guy Gardner's the lesser-known and a dickhead.
I did like the fact that he's bringing in what's his name? Mel, not Mel. He played Mel in Firefly. As Guy, even though he's always been the voice of Hal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So he's the voice of Hal.
But he's using Guy Gardner because he's the lesser known of the Green Lanterns. Not everyone knows who Guy Gardner is. He's good at putting smaller characters on a big screen. He's very good at making them work. And this is the thing, everyone's like, why? And I'm sat there thinking, yeah, but let James Gunn cook a second. Come on, he gave us okay, he didn't exactly have hands in Guardian Galaxy 2, but Guardian Galaxy 3 he did, and that's a fucking masterpiece. So I'm just saying, he made everyone feel for an animated raccoon, for fuck's sake. Let the man cook.
He had some stuff to do. Oh, Nathan Fillion. He did have some things to say. Like he had the music choice to say for Guardians 2. Like it was already in production before he got removed from the project. So he had some say in it, which this is why it still kind of turned out okay. It wasn't bad. It was fine, but it was not the same.
It's good. It's just the weaker of the 3.
It doesn't hit as hard. Yeah, it's the weaker of the 3, and it's fine, but it's just not.
It's okay. You know, Superman is bright and colorful. I love his suit. I love the fact it's bright blue. It's not that dull crap that Henry Cavill wore. And he's done crypto, and he's done crypto properly. I'm a stan for crypto. I don't care what anyone says.
Alan Tudyk's in it, right? Alan Tudyk's in it, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do the voice of Crypto. He does every animal. I swear to God. Like he did Hay from Moana. He's the chicken from Hay. Chicken from there. He's done like every single animal voice you could think of. He's done it, and on top of that, he's also a really funny actor. Like he's really funny. If you haven't watched it, watch the show called Resident Alien. He's the lead in it, and it's
so funny.
The funniest. Okay, so like he plays an alien who's like this big giant alien, right? Like not giant, like taller than humans. And so he's trying to find a place to go pee, and he's like outside, and he's peeing on a tree, and he like rears up and he hits his head. He's like, "Son of a bitch!" And the funny part is, so he wears the prosthetics for his face while filming everything, and so everything's kind of muffled, and he hits his head a lot in the suit, and he's like, "Son of a bitch!" It's always like, "Son of a bitch." It's always muffled, always, because he can't say it right while wearing the prosthetics. And so they run with it the entire season.
Remember when he tried? Remember when he tried to kill
he says it the same way.
Remember when he tried to kill the mayor's son by cutting his bicycle's brake lines? And he brings him into the hospital. He's like, "Oh, he's gonna need some stitches." He goes, "That was it? That was it."
So, damn it! It's a really fun show, very fun.
But yeah, they've actually made Crypto one have superpowers, which I'm really glad about. But two, they've actually chosen a white dog because they've brought Crypto in like the TV shows of Superman and stuff. One, he never has superpowers, and two, that he's always like brown and fluffy, and I'm like, that is not Crypto. Cute dog, but it's not Crypto. But
I feel that's racist. Any dog can play any other dog. Damn it.
No, but like the fact that Crypto picks up Superman by the cape and drags him, I'm like, yes. He's super strong and he runs fast. He's actually super dog, and I'm so.
That's actually right out of the comic, man. Like, there's an actual comic panel with Crypto dragging Superman, and I'm like, oh, like they're gonna hit all the big notes. Like they're gonna do all the cool stuff that's gonna happen. Like, I don't. How long is the movie supposed to be? That's the question.
It's just I think it's okay. It hasn't been 100% confirmed by James Gunn yet, but it's apparently gonna be like 2 minutes shy of 2 hours.
I can live with that. Like, I need a longer Superman movie. Like, okay, I liked Man of Steel. I'm one of the weird people who liked Man of Steel.
Get out. Get leave.
Like, I liked it. It was fine. But I needed more of what was going on in that universe. Like, all you really did was follow Clark Kent, right? That's all you did. Mm-hmm. You follow his childhood. Like, it's another origin story. And fine. But I just needed more that was happening. And that's why I really liked I didn't really like it, but I did enjoy BVS because you got more of that. I liked Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 2 was okay.
Wonder Woman, I'll give you. Wonder Woman 2 should burn with the rest of them.
It was fine. Like, but you got more of the world. And, you know, it could always be better. And then you got the Flash, and then you got the Snyder Cut Justice League, right? That was fantastic, and that's still part of the same universe. It was really well done. The same universe, and I like that because it got more of the universe. And I'm like, okay, that's what I needed, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to this because we're going to see more of what's going on in this Superman universe.
I think one of the reasons why I have a little hope is because James Gunn's actually said that every movie, take away the TV shows and animation stuff, but the main actual movies in his universe, he's going to read the script himself and he has to approve on it. Because one thing that Marvel has an issue with, they're hiring people and giving them deadlines, and James Gunn even said, look, if a script comes to me and I don't like it, we're telling you we're going to push the movie a year, and if we push a movie a year, you guys are going to have to deal with it, because I'm not going to give you something trash. Because, like, She-Hulk, for example, the TV show, none of the writers knew who She-Hulk was. None of them. They thought it was just some random name. They had to Google who She-Hulk was before they even wrote a script. And it's just like, hang on a minute, at least hire a writer who at least like knows the name of your character.
I know She-Hulk was a little weird, right? Like, it was a little weird, but I feel like they kind of figured it out near the end. Did you finish it or no?
Oh yeah, I watched all of it, sadly.
They pulled a full fourth wall break, like made fun of Kevin Feige the entire time. And apparently Kevin Feige thought it was hilarious. He was like, that was funny. Okay. But like completely fourth wall breaks. Like the entire thing, just like she was doing it before Deadpool was ever doing it. So they kind of nailed that part of her character. They nailed it. They relied way too much on CGI though. Like way too much. And I will say that scene where she gets like mugged by those 4 guys and she's like, oh yeah, I'm She-Hulk. And just wells them up, beats them up. I'm like, okay, that was good. There was good moments. There's a lot of good stuff in the She-Hulk TV series, but there was also a lot of stuff that was not, it could have been better. And like, I didn't hate it. Like, I know a lot of people hate it. I don't hate it. It was fine. Like, it could have been better, but like, I liked we got Daredevil. Daredevil came back and it was fantastic. And the lady who played She-Hulk, like the lady who played Jennifer, right? She was great. Like, she was fun. She was hilarious. And the first time they acknowledged the fact that Captain America had sex was in She-Hulk. I have She-Hulk, like I have She-Hulk comics. Like I have a couple comics for She-Hulk in my office. Like I'm actually a fan of her character. Like I am a fan. Like she's a really good character. And so like they could have done the character better, but it was still pretty good. Like they figured it out near the end. They really figured out her character near the end.
Yeah.
I really should have figured that out like episode 2, but whatever.
Yeah, there's a few things they got right. You know, in the comic, she does master to, control her shifting more than Bruce does, and she does it pretty much instantly. She is more of a lawyer than a superhero at first. That's definitely true. I love the fact that Daredevil ends up screwing She-Hulk. I think that's hilarious because that falls into Daredevil's character because Daredevil is a massive player.
I really wish they would have had like a crossover of Moon Knight, and Moon Knight's actually like terrified of She-Hulk because she's a lawyer. Like it's an actual ongoing joke in the comics of how much afraid Moon Knight is of She-Hulk because she's a lawyer.
See, I think that's the issue with Marvel now. They've done too many TV shows introducing characters, and the TV show is too different to the movies, and it's now like the question is, okay, well, how are they going to work in the movies? Because like apparently to Doomsday, apparently they're going to bring in everyone. I'm like, okay, but how is you going to do a full breaking She-Hulk with schizophrenic Moon Knight in the same movie? I'm curious.
Well, wait, Doomsday? Isn't Doomsday
No, the
Marvel? DC?
Doomsday's a character, yes, in DC, but the next Avengers movie is called Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, Doomsday, yeah.
Because
so it's going to be multiverse, right?
Yeah,
Because
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Okay, yeah.
Which,
and they're doing a Fantastic Four movie with Pedro
Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
Pedro Pascal, which okay. They might cut her entirely, which would be kind of sad because her character was fun. Or they might actually make her like actual Hulk, where they're not going to get a full movie, but they're going to sprinkle her in other projects where she's going to have more development than she had as her own series. Hulk was in like a bunch of things, but he doesn't have his own series, so his development is with those projects he's a part of.
Yeah, but the only reason why we haven't had another Hulk movie or Hulk doesn't get
Universal,
Universal.
But they worked really well on figuring out how to make his character better with smaller amounts of screen time.
Yeah, true. The only issue I have is they've brought Robert Downey Jr. back as Doctor Doom, and I have many issues with that.
If it's a multiverse thing where instead of becoming, billionaire playboy philanthropist and becoming a dictator ruler of a fictional country, I can see it happening.
Yeah, but according to the Russo brothers, he's not Tony Stark. He's playing Victor Von Doom. He's going to be Doctor Doom, which I
can see that. Okay,
yeah,
so
the issue with that is let's use Spider-Man for example, whose entire trilogy literally revolves of being Spider-Man's protege, losing Spider-Man, and then dealing with the whole aftermath of right now, what do I do about Iron Man around? If he sees Doctor Doom without his mask on, that is Tony Stark.
No. Okay, so did you watch the movie Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Okay, so did you see Robert Downey Jr. in that movie?
Yes.
Did you know it was Robert Downey Jr. the first time you saw it until you saw the credits?
Yes. Did
it take you like 30 minutes to the movie to realize, oh, that's Robert Downey Jr.? He's an actor. He's not a character. He's an actor. He can do other characters. I understand that you have a mental image of Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. being the same person now, but he's still an actor. He could do other things. Freaking look at the Penguin from the Batman movie, the new Batman movie, the Penguin. Colin Farrell. No idea that's who it was until I saw the credit. I'm like, that's freaking Colin Farrell. What the hell? Because it doesn't look like him at all.
Yeah, good argument. But Marvel have established. But Marvel's established themselves that if there's two Doctor Stranges being played by the same person, if there's two people being played by the same person, they are the same person. Because you had Cumberbatch playing two different
people play two different characters. Other people, it's side characters, but not full in character. It's side characters. They've done that before already. On top of that, the Russo brothers are really good at doing stuff like this. Have you ever seen the show Community?
That's the reason why I'm still going to go see it, because if they just drop the fact, Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doomsday, Doctor Doom, blah blah blah, I would have gone, okay, whatever, bored now. But because the Russo brothers are back and they've given us 4 fantastic Marvel films, I actually think all 4 of their films are in my top 10 MCU films.
They also have directed fantastic TV shows.
Yeah,
the other movies, they're really good at directing. They're really good at making this work. And on top of that, it's Robert Downey Jr., man. He's actually a pretty good actor. He's pretty good. I have total faith he could pull off a different character. Like most people, like they have the mental image of him now playing Iron Man, right? Like when you see Robert Downey Jr., you see Iron Man. That's who you see when you see him like with the goatee and everything. But he's his own person. He can play different characters. Like, give it a minute. It'll be fine. Like it'll be fine. Like he knows what he's doing. They know what they're doing.
I think my biggest issue, and this isn't Robert Downey Jr., this is just Doctor Doom in general. My biggest issue with using Doctor Doom in this, like the ending of the multiverse saga, because we're almost done. As soon as the 2 Avengers films come out, that's pretty much it. Unless
3 to 5 years, yeah,
is Doctor Doom is the major bad guy there, which means he's never going to be a Fantastic Four villain.
Well, the Fantastic Four comes out before Doomsday, so
Yeah,
he could be the villain there. It could pull out Loki. It could be a Loki situation.
No, they've already said Galactus is the villain for Fantastic Four.
Damn.
I could get behind that. Give it a minute.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Galactus as long as he's not a fucking cloud. Looking at you, Rise of Silver Surfer. As long as he's not a fucking cloud, I'm good. It's just like Doctor Doom is like a Fantastic Four villain before he's anyone else's, and it's just a shame that if he's going to be the multiverse saga villain, like Thanos is in those 2 films, and you don't see him again. That just means he's not going to come back. You know, that's pretty much it.
I don't think Doctor Doom was originally a.
Doctor Doom is a Fantastic Four villain before he's anything else.
Let's find out. Hold on, before I say anything, because I feel like there's someone else.
Violence.
To Wikipedia we go. First appearing Fantastic Four number 5. Okay.
I was going to say, do not question my comic book knowledge. Thank you very much.
Damn. All right.
Let's see.
To be fair, though, saying that, the Fantastic Four are in a different universe. Which then kind of gives me a little bit of hope that once Robert Downey Jr. is done as this version of Doctor Doom, and the Multiverse Saga has ended, we could get another Doctor Doom, another person playing that's Fantastic
Four. Multiverse type, man. Like you can do other characters, like different people playing different characters. Like they had Spider-Man, they had 3 Spider-Man played by 3 different people.
The only issue with that, right? You just mentioned Spider-Man. I'm really glad you did. My problem there now is Sony obviously kind of gave up with their Sony universe, which went downhill real quick. Sony have basically said to Marvel they're not allowed to do a street-leveled a Spider-Man film anymore, which means the next Spider-Man film has to be multiversal, and that it's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm interested to see what they do, but that just means that there has to be an element of multiversal in there, and I
feel like we lost Billy.
No,
I'm
here,
okay, Billy.
I'm here.
Are you learning something?
Yeah,
he's on TikTok.
No, I'm not.
No, yeah, like I can see that. I'm more worried about. Also, I'm actually really worried about the Spider-Verse movies. Right now, because the guy who does the voice actor for Miles is kind of going off on this really weird tangent of being like a alpha male. It's kind of getting weird.
Yeah, that's a shame, to be fair, because the way Across the Spider-Verse ended, I think is one of my favorite endings of most superhero films. The way that ended, I was like, I called it. I so called it. The second that scene came on, I was like, yeah, that Miles is going to be a bad guy.
We're sitting there, we're watching this movie. I'm like, this movie's getting kind of long. All right, how can we wrap this up? Boom. See, wait for movie 3. Like, damn it. Anyways, the studio who did it, the animation studio who did it, right? Sony Animation, they went to DC and they made a Batman Beyond stuff for it. And DC was like, no, we don't want it. And I'm like, oh, damn it!
When that got shared on Instagram and stuff, the very first image of their so-called idea of a poster, I think that got so many comments it was unreal, within a day.
If James Gunn likes it, it's gonna get made. You know that, right?
Oh, he's a big fan of Elseworlds. He's already said this. He's a massive fan of the Elseworlds storyline, so that includes Batman Beyond. See, talking about Miles Morales, voice actors and stuff. Mark's going to the same Comic-Con that we did in August, where we met the Power Ranger actors and stuff. He's going again this year, and they announce the guests like in January. But my problem is they keep on announcing new guests as the year goes on. So like if you do buy, guests and stuff like tickets and things, but the voice actor for Miles for the video games is going to be there. And so far he's the only one that I'm tempted to go meet. And I spoke to my mate James and he's like, dude, we'll go half and half. We'll get a picture together. And I'm like, don't tempt me, because I get to meet a Miles Morales voice actor because he's one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Do it. Go. Have fun, man. Like, don't stop yourself. Go do it.
Well,
Go,
see,
good time with it.
the only issue is last time, and I know you Americans get different type of heat than we do. Whatever. But last time it was one of the hottest days of the year in the UK. I was wearing a Spider-Man outfit. I was melting on the inside. The car park is a 20-minute walk away from the convention itself. We were dead by the end of it. When we all got back to my house, obviously I had Mark, his missus, and his daughter here at my house as well. There was 6 of us at the time, and we were all just like, I don't think we spoke a word for about half an hour. We were all just there trying to revive ourselves. We were all just dead. So I may not go as in cosplay this time around, because especially if it's hot. At the minute I don't have a cosplay that really deals with hot weather. But I'm waiting to see who else goes, like who turns up. Apparently, I kind of spoke to someone who's been like for years, who's gone like year after year. Apparently, they alternate. So last year there was a lot of actors, a lot of people you'll see on screen, and then the next year they'll do a lot of voice actors, and then they alternate between the two. So last year, obviously, I met Green Arrow, Pink MMPR, and Blue MMPR. But this year will be mainly voice actors, and I'm like, okay, let them cook. I'll wait a couple months. I'll keep checking the website, and if they do drop, like, there's like 4 voice actors that I'd have to meet, sort of deal. And if they do drop one of them 4, yeah, I'm going. That's it. There's no discussion. I'm going. I'm paying it. I'm gone. Type thing. So I'm just waiting for a minute. I've got to wait.
Do it up. Yeah.
At this point, I just feel like you should go anyways. Like,
just go anyways.
Don't just wear y'all British, just wear your like khaki shorts with your overly exposed white legs, and it'll be fine. Go. Blinding light doesn't mean anything inside of a building.
See, another reason why I want to go, and I need to get the confidence to what Jared does, because obviously Jared will go to a convention and then end up with like 5 guests for his podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Just go take. Okay, so. Go take some microphones, do like spot interviews real quick. Like, hey, if it's kind of dead, if you get there early, it's a little dead, do it. Have fun. If it's really busy, don't do it. But if it's dead, do it. Have fun. Like, legitimately, like that's what we do. Like we take microphones with us, and we do some spot interviews, and it turns out pretty funny.
Billy, you said you had to miss out on a Comic-Con because you had to get like your car repaired. Was there any like decent people there that you'd want to meet at that Comic-Con?
Yeah.
They had all the voice actors, almost every single voice actor of Demon Slayer there. So I was so tempted.
No.
He's gonna take his 97 Funkos, get them all signed, and it cost him a fortune.
All of them. Yeah.
Jeez.
So I was so tempted. I was like, damn, missed out.
It's like when Willie went to Comic-Con. It was before he was a One Piece fan, and then he found out that those the One Piece voice actors, and then he became a One Piece fan, and he realized he's missed his opportunity to like get things signed. And
Too late.
Damn shame.
But yeah,
it's pretty funny. So like Billy and I'll go to these cons, right? And we'll meet these voice actors, and I'll go back to my office, and I'm like, oh, I met this guy, and they're like, what? How do you meet these people? Like, it's a con. It takes like you go up say hi. It's not that bad. They're nice people.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're just like
nice ladies.
Talking to David Jones. I don't even think I spoke words. I don't even know what I said, to tell the absolute truth. Like talking to him in person, I was like,
were you like, do you find me attractive? And he's like, what? You're like, nothing, don't worry about it. I did nothing. I love you.
Yeah,
like-
see you later. I love you. Bye. Yeah.
You're my
Hey.
hero. What? Nothing.
I got to tell him that, like, you know, I think he's awesome, and I think that, like, what he stands for is great and everything, and like, I'm glad he's back into Power Rangers and stuff. Well, at the minute, we have the voice actor for Miles Morales in the Spider-Man games, the current voice actors for Rick and Morty. We have one of the voice actors for Solid Snake, and then we've also got the Sabretooth actor from the original X-Men movies. He's going to be there, Tyler Mane.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you guys have watched Walking Dead, but the woman who plays Rosanna, the
No idea who that
woman,
is.
she gets introduced at the same time as Abraham and Eugene. She's very military-esque, but she's going to be there. But that's it at the minute. There's a Doctor Who character here as well. I don't know who she plays. Michelle Gomez. I don't know who she plays on Doctor Who. But I know Mark wants to meet her. I know that for sure. But yeah, there's so far that's it. So there's not many but like I said, this Comic-Con's on the 9th and the 10th of August, so we've still got like 8 months, and they'll keep on updating it. And that was the most annoying thing about last year, was I knew that David Jost was going. Okay, that's it, I'm going. It was already decided in March, I'm going. That's it, I'm meeting David Jost. By May, I then wanted to meet Stephen Amell, and then literally by end of June, we knew Amy Jo Johnson was going to be there, and I was like, "Why are you leaving it to the last second to tell us? Please, why?"
It sounds like you're impatient.
Yeah.
It's the thing of, for an example, let's just say you have to plan ahead, like months ahead. You buy your tickets, you buy the tickets to meet these guests and stuff, and that's it. That's your money spent now. You're not going to be able to pay for anything else. Maybe you got kids or work or whatever the case may be, and then you find out someone better or more important to you is there 2 months before the Comic-Con, and you can't pay for the ticket now.
Damn.
that me and Mark had this discussion. We both kind of agreed that, like, yeah, okay, I understand they're trying to build up hype, but for us minor common folk, it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
For real. For real. Oh, yeah.
Who's the best people that you've met in Comic-Cons? Because I know that for America, Comic-Cons are a lot more, like, active, a lot more easy, accessible and stuff. So, like, I know you've met people, but...
So, my favorite person I met was Billy West. The voice
That was
actor
fun.
for Fry.
Hey,
He
that
was super
fun.
nice and like really, really friendly. And I wanted to meet some other people, but they were coming back from lunch after like a while, so we just left. But yeah, Billy met Gina Frank.
I met her many times. Many times. Yeah, she lives in Texas, so whatever Texas Con we went to, she was basically there. Yeah.
I think we met Bulk and Skull, who were freaking awesome.
They're the best ones. I think those are the best ones.
Yeah, they were up there. They are my top two. Like it's Billy West, just because like he's been like the voice of my childhood, and then Bulk and Skull.
See, Jared said that he got to meet the actor for Merrick from Wild Force. I told Jared if I ever meet him in person, I'm gonna punch him in the face because Merrick's my favorite Ranger.
Oh, I've met him before. Andrew Phillips, yeah.
And it's just like, no, god damn it, come on! Like he's my favorite Ranger of all time.
I met him, Andrew Phillips, because he was sharing a table with Bam Margera, so I met both of them at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the only downfall, I think, for living in the UK is that Power Ranger actors or voice actors, you have a lot more accessibility, easy access to meet them and things. Because, like, I think that's why me and Mark jumped at the chance to meet David Hughes and Amy Jo Johnson, because, like, that doesn't happen around here. You don't just get to meet them.
I was gonna say, here in Texas, like, especially the 35 corridor, like the highway, there's so many cons that happen up and down the highway that it's literally just within an hour drive of me and Jim.
Yeah, and then like the fact I live in DFW, there's a con like every other weekend. There's always something going on.
There's something always out there.
Something crazy. Like there's an anime con happening this weekend that happened yesterday and today. that I'm not going to go to. I wanted to go to, but I'm not going to go. It's just anime. There's always an anime con going on around here, always, And
Always,
so,
especially out here.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Like, you know, Willie, A Crown, Jared, they're all talking about like cons and things, and I'm just there like, well, I'm not jealous whatsoever.
wait, how is Willie talking about cons? He lives in the middle of nowhere. What's he talking about?
Yeah, but you Americans are okay driving 9 hours to do fucking nothing.
For
So,
real.
like,
Hey, we're okay with that. We're okay with it. We don't have health insurance. There's a reason.
Yeah.
like that to me is madness. You know, like the fact that like. I remember because Willie's been trying to figure out a way to come up to the UK to meet me and Mark, and obviously, slowly, me and my fiance are planning a wedding and things. So like, Willie's might do it then and things, and his daughter's really into London, like the culture, the architecture, and all that stuff. And I said, I was like, well, just to let you know, it from where I live to London. That's about a 5-hour drive, 4.5 if the traffic's good. And he went, oh yeah, we'll do that in a day. I'm like, beg your pardon? And he's like, yeah, we'll do that in a day. And I'm like, you Americans are built different. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like if we did that, we're staying in London for a night. That doesn't happen. You don't come back the same day. That doesn't happen. Like
I drove, I think 13, 14 hours to Arkansas just to meet up with Jim out there.
Technically, we went out there for a good reason.
Yeah, that was a good reason. Yeah. But it was like 13, 14, and I was driving nonstop. Yeah.
wait, you didn't even like that? Okay, Jesus Christ! I don't. Yeah, you guys are nuts.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I stopped to
drove,
get gas and stuff, but
yeah.
that's about it. Yeah.
Like when I went up there, so we went up there the day before, and so the day of, and we drove. It was 13 hours, something like that. No, it was 9 hours. But a few days before, we drove to Alabama, straight shot to Alabama, and that was 15 hours.
Yeah.
I've driven 27 hours across from California to Texas.
Yeah, for us, I think the biggest chunk of time for us is just getting out of Texas.
Yep.
Because once I was out of Texas, it was smooth sailing all the way to Arkansas once you got out.
Yep.
Okay,
Once you get outside Texas, it flies by.
It flies by, yeah.
See, I don't know if it's just like Wales and England are all bendy roads and you can't escape civilization. Like it's impossible. So I don't know if that's a reason, but like, yeah, you guys are mental.
You guys are also more packed than we are. Like,
yeah, that is true.
Your townships are right next to each other, like right next to each other. Like, you know, the next town over is like 5 minutes away for y'all. And then on top of that, you guys have way stricter speed limits than we do, especially in Texas. Way stricter speed limits than we do in Texas.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you guys, like, everything goes through everything, even the major highways go to small towns. Like, you know. And then, like all your major, like, and then you have, like, the A10 that goes around, you know, England. Like, not England, England or something like that. And then, like, you have the A14 that goes up and down. And, like, you guys have major roads, but, you know, your speed limits are, like, 50.
Oh no!
On top of that,
sometimes it's smaller than that.
Oh,
you're getting get to your town. You have to go to 4 other towns to get to your town. It's like living in the New England area. Like, to get to your town, even the highway. If you're even on the highway, you're going through 15 small towns to get there.
Well, put it this way: I live in a really small village. There's like 54 houses here, if that, and I can walk to the other village in about half an hour, so that's like a 4-minute drive. And then if I wanted to walk half an hour in the opposite direction, I'm almost at the other village, which is about a 5-minute drive. And then if I walk through that village, there's another village on the other side of that too. There's like 4 villages, all like in a weird oval shape, and they're all different villages as well.
Damn.
Like it's and that's not even closest to our supermarket. Again, I'd have to drive 20 minutes to get to the closest supermarket. Like, it's nuts.
You guys need Dollar Generals.
That's what y'all need. That's it. Yeah. Dollar General, they love just dry heaving at an open field.
Yeah, we're mostly farms.
They would love
factories, farms, factories, schools, and
where
then
our dad lived at, right? So where he lived in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, right? There was $2 generals in that town. $2 generals in that town, middle of nowhere, with a population of like, I want to say 400 people.
Yeah. Yeah, Dollar General's the most common thing you come across here.
Dollar General. I got a Family Dollar, Dollar Tree like combo place. That was weird.
Yeah.
I was confused. So confused.
But yeah, it's just like I do want to come to America, but then I'm just afraid that I'm either gonna die by the food, die by the traveling, or get kidnapped. One of the three.
Well,
I would feel like
order from the kids menu. You'll be fine.
you'll
And
be
then
fine.
on top of that, like, you can fly to DFW and spend the entire time in DFW and see like a bunch of things here. Like the cities are huge.
huge.
Like, our cities are massive. Like
megaplexes.
yeah, like DFW is a megaplex. You have Austin, which is massive in itself. There's always stuff to do in Austin. You go to Chicago, you'll get shot.
God dang.
No, New York City is its own thing. Like every city, like you go to, is its own thing. Like there's no two cities are the same.
No,
then if you
every
want-
state has its own culture too.
Yeah, every
Oh.
state has its own culture. Like if you talk to someone in Florida and then you talk to someone in New Hampshire, they're two different people. One's gonna yell at you about banning books, the other one's gonna yell about banning books. Well, right? They're the same kind of people.
Same.
Yeah, I know a few people that like go to America as in like holidays and stuff. Like they'll go like abroad, but like they always go back there like a year or two later and go to the same place because they didn't get to explore like all of it and
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Like there's definitely those type of people around here.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no,
That's so true.
We're a big country. Like we have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot
Lots of going on here. You'll have a good time. Like, don't think you can come here and drive from New York to California. That's not going to happen.
Not
It's
gonna happen. Yeah, no.
But do come here understanding that if when you get here, you're going to experience one city, maybe two. You're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And the food's pretty solid in the south.
Oh,
Up north,
can-
no.
Because in the state of Texas, if you have a driver's license in another country, you can still drive here. So that's it. We're putting them in a car.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. Good luck driving right hand side. You'll be fine.
Yeah, good luck.
Left hand side. My bad.
Oh, that's funny.
Also here, we also have a right on red. So if you get on a right on red, you can totally do it.
You
And,
totally
the
blow
un-
right on red.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. And the Texas turnarounds. So
Yeah,
say you miss your exit, you go to the next exit. There's a turnaround in that in that underneath the bridge,
Yeah.
underneath the highway. Just turn back around. You'll be fine.
No, let paint a picture. You miss your exit, you hit the next exit. It's a light intersection, but underneath the bridge, there's U-turns underneath the bridges. So you just take the exit, take the U-turn, and get back on the highway. They're called Texas turnarounds.
Hey, M14, you kind of need to get some notes here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But
It's
here
amazing.
in Texas, we don't say, "Hey, you missed your exit." We just say, "Hey, where you going?"
Exactly.
Like that, you just don't say, hey, where you going?
Where you going?
Like, where you going, man? Oh, well, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
You want to see a real cow? Come to Texas. We have cows everywhere.
we got a lot of cows.
A lot of cows.
Yeah. They even
You should look up something
segregate
called
them
the
too.
stockyards. Yeah. You got your spotted cows, which no one really likes over here, and then you got your black cows, which
You can't.
And then I
mix
can't
black
finish the
cows with
statement.
White cows. Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah. All right. Now, how long we been doing this for? Jeebus.
Oh, that-
Almost.
I was literally about to end it. Well, according to my time, we're about to hit 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
But yeah, thank you boys for coming on. It's actually nice to have both of them at the same time.
We are men, sir. Men.
Okay, sorry, a gentleman. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you for going on at both at the same time. Finally had the pair of you. Obviously, when you guys have guests again, I'm hands up. I'm happy to.
Yeah, we're gonna call Willie. Make sure he's on here soon.
Rude.
Jared as well. Same with James. We're gonna get her on. And who's the other guy we're trying to get back on?
Again, rude.
You're
Cubby,
missing-
right?
Yeah, you're missing the main point here, Jim.
I know. We got to get a Ouija board to get Sam back on.
Dear God. Yes, Ty, you're on our list of first ones to come on back on.
Okay, but Billy, you're saying this. Being at the bottom of the list does not mean I'm on the list.
Technically, you're written down somewhere.
You're penciled in. Okay.
Writing my name in your death note does not count.
It's not a death note. It's the people we're gonna sue note. I mean, yeah, death note.
Yeah. Alright.
Do you guys want to shout out where people can find all your nonsense?
Oh yeah, all our social media platforms. We are ZeotoHero Podcast. That's a ZeoTO Hero. You can find us on all podcast platforms as well, under the same name, ZeotoHero Podcast. Or you can look us up on Google search as the Bulk and Skull Podcasting. Jim has worked very hard to make us the very first pop up on there as the Bulk and Skull.
I'm so proud of that.
So
Yeah,
that's
By the way, I've tested that; it works.
Yeah. See. So yeah, that's where you can find us at. We're trying to release. We're gonna try and do like how we did last year, episode a week, and then we're gonna do some more cons. So we're expecting to do some more, like toy hunt videos. I'm still working out deals like how to fix that.
He's working on doing video projects. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, I'm trying to do video projects for YouTube. Jim, I don't know. I'm still learning how to edit edit podcasts too, so I could do it myself as well. So
you're trying to make Jim obsolete. I understand.
Well, I'm trying to do more like one-off episodes to like maybe like we have ours, and then we'll have like a separate one where I talk to like random stuff. So
mostly him in a closet crying.
It's like loud, verbal crying, like that.
It's a little scary. Like, I'm worried. I'm actually kind of concerned about it, but you know what? I'm gonna roll.
All right, but yeah. So thanks, Ty, for having us on today. It's been fun talking. I love listening to y'all talk about Marvel and DC. I don't know nothing about that stuff, so there you go.
Oh no, me and Jim have already like discussed that. Like, if I ever need a guest, like I'm screwed. Like I don't have anyone. Jim's already said, "Oh, just have me on. We'll discuss like a film, or we'll discuss Marvel or DC or something. I'm sure we can get into an argument." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
I'll make you cry. It's fine. I got you.
Oh no.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Of course, we're on the podcast platforms. We're on YouTube. If you guys want to come to the YouTube comment section and tell me how weird these two are, then please do, because I'll agree with you. Thank you guys for listening. Of course, Roar of Passion. I love you all, and I shall see you guys in the next one.
What you have just listened to is a product created by the Three Ranger Bros Studio.
Hosted by three cosplaying fathers who
happen to be massive geeks of all sorts of fandoms.
They are Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger,
Cosplay Dude 637,
and Ty Tiger.
The studio covers different types of YouTube videos, TikToks, podcasts, and live streams.
If you wish to find out who cosplays who, the YouTube channel, the TikTok accounts, and the podcasts, and all of the other social media platforms,
please go to the 3rangerBroStudios.com.